Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
And I thought the second quarter, 40 plus points, whatever they scored, that's just too much. So our guys understand that. We're still working at it, but coming into the second half, number one, they didn't play their guys. But still, we just got to have more of a defensive mindset and bring more of a physicality to the game. We did that in the first quarter, and then the second quarter was a drop-off.
What did you like about Brandon getting back on the court? How did he look to you tonight?
I thought he looked good. For him not playing, all of preseason and then getting on the court and being efficient like he was, sharing the basketball defensively, he was in the right spots. It's definitely something to build on, and then we got a few practices to get going before we play Brooklyn.
What do you think about it? Just how easy he makes it look sometimes.
Talent. He's blessed with talent, and he works at it. So when you have that combination, it looks really easy. Something that's hard looks easy for those guys.
What's the status with Zion, and what do you look from him going forward into the regular season?
He's day-to-day right now, and I look for him to be much of what we've seen in the past. Dominant, playmaker, physical, all the things that he's capable of doing. So we look forward to getting him back on the floor.
Yeah, what do you feel about his physical shape or physical conditioning at this point?
I thought he was good, especially for not playing for a year plus. He was really good, dominated our first practice, and just continued to get better from there.
How valuable is Diaz's versatility on offense, the way he's able to step into different roles throughout the course of the game?
It's a luxury to have a guy like Brandon who can see over the top of defenses when they pull in and make the proper passes on time, on target. But then having CJ, having shooting with Trey, Herb can knock down shots, Jonas is diving. It's a luxury to have Brandon on the floor, playmaking and scoring.
I was 40-point first quarter. Chicago was definitely 40-point fast starts here in the preseason. What have you liked about how your team's kind of started in some of these games?
I think it's important to set the tone early, and we've had a few games that we've done that. Now we got to be a little bit better at sustaining that throughout the course of 48 minutes.
Coach, can you talk about what Dyson showed you on those two big blocks tonight?
He's just getting in there and he's playing hard. First and foremost, he's competing. He's mature to be 19. He has a maturity level on the floor. When he gets it, he makes good decisions for the most part. And he's another guy that just gets after it in practice, works extremely hard, and he's earned some minutes during the preseason.
Coach, talk a little bit about how well your bigs are playing right now. You got some great minutes from your front line today or tonight. Talk a little bit about that, if you will.
Well, I wanted to get JV Jonas some more minutes at the 5. I'm trying to get him up to 20 plus. And then Larry coming in, backing him up. And I didn't get a chance to play Billy tonight, but he's another guy that comes in and produces for us right away. He works at it. We know what he did this summer, but our front line has been really good. Now we got to be a bit better defensively, and those are things that we can work on. But for the most part, they've been great.
Coach, you're going into the last, roster cut down and all that. Can you talk about the credit for the guys who won't be with you starting the regular season, but will stay here in Birmingham, and how they went through this camp in this preseason?
Those guys were fantastic. John Petty, John Butler, Zylan, Javante, Keelan, DB, we call him DB, but Daquan was great too. All those guys that came in and our G League coaching staff was with us all training camp. It was a joy to be around them and to see how hard they work, how they serve. And I look forward to watching, some of their games. They're an extension of us. And so having them around, working, getting after it in practice, it was fun to see. And then coming here in Birmingham and having a good showing on their home floor was pretty cool.
Coach, what was your feel on the atmosphere here tonight? This being a football state, and we sold the place out tonight. What was your feeling on that when you saw the atmosphere here tonight in Birmingham?
First of all, thank you to the fans here and the people here in Birmingham. This was an amazing opportunity for us to come here and play an NBA game. The arena was great. The energy in the building was electric. I think our guys really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed Herb Jones getting a standing ovation when we announced his name, obviously being from Alabama, but it was fun. And, it's good to get here and reach fans that we wouldn't ordinarily reach.
Can we get you to say roll tide, Coach?
No. Not unless I lose a bet.
Smart man. Shout out to Coach Willie Green, man. Don't say no goddamn roll tide, man. Shout out to the fan. Appreciate y'all.
About where you're from is about where you're at, though.
There you go. Shout out to the family members. Thank y'all for joining us for this late installment of the Pelican Post Game Report. For all things Pelicans, Pelican Post Game Report up in this thing. Shout out to the family. Appreciate y'all being in the stream. Please feel free to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and join the Pelican Post Game Report today. Feel free to share that thing on your social media feed with the rest of the diehards. Much love to the flock. Appreciate you guys being here. Big Q, DC,
hold up, bro.
on a recap. What's up, DC?
You ain't telling people what sharing is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But like DC always says.
No, I don't say it. Like Big Q always say.
Like DC always says, sharing is caring on the Sports Coma. So feel free in the Sports Coma, the Pelican Post Game Report. Feel free to share on your social media.
Like a true Karen. There you go.
There you go. All right, so much love to the fam. Much love to y'all guys. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Abby? Shout out to your fam. Go Pels. VB, what's happening, baby?
Go Pels.
Judah in the building.
What's up, Judah?
Go Pels. Lenny, go Pels. Omac, go Pels.
Go Pels.
Brandon, go Pels. Stephanie, go Pels.
What's up, Stephanie?
JP, that's Jerry. OG, go Pels.
JP Jr.
Adam, what's up, Adam? Go Pels. State of the Pelicans, my boy DJ in this thing.
DJ.
Go Pels. All right, Joker, what's happening, baby? Go Pels. Jordan, go Pels.
What's good?
Shout out to the fam. Brandon, go Pels. Shout out to all the family members.
That thing twice. Go Pels, go Pels.
That's right. Go Pels. All right, so much love, fam. The Pelicans close out the preseason, family. I know it's been a fast journey, but listen, the Pelicans have ended the preseason with the record of 4-1. And like they say, Shotty, go Pels. So
man, I feel like Zion, man. I'm tired of talking about practice, bro. I'm so glad preseason over.
It's over with, baby. And the Pelicans close out and 5 matchups during the preseason, 4-1. And of course, they made the Hawks. This is a very eventful game, DC. Very eventful game. The Pelicans started off the matchup. They put 40 points in the first quarter all alone. It was pretty eventful going down the stretch. And the Pelicans won it. We had an opportunity to see BI up in that thing. Before we jump into the individuals, let's go team stats first. Pelicans 49% DC from the field today, 46 or tonight this evening, 46 of 94. They were 10 of 27 from downtown for 37%. So they shot 49% from the field, 37% from downtown, while the Hawks were 42 of 86 for 49%. 13 of 41 from downtown for 32%. Then the Hawks were 14 of 21 from the charity stripe for 67%. The Pelicans 18 of 23 for 78.3%. Pelicans over 50 rebounds tonight against the Hawks, 51 to be precise. The assist game, 33 assists for the Pelicans, the 31 by the Hawks. They were even with the steals, 7 apiece, same with the blocks, 4 apiece. Turnovers, Pelicans only 12 turnovers on the night, DC. 10 points off, and 15 by the Hawks with 18 points off their turnovers. The Pelicans had 20 fast break points versus 10 on the Hawks, and 58 points in the paint versus 42 by the Atlanta Hawks. So the Pelicans running that thing, and of course the largest lead they had was 18, while the Hawks, I think it was like 9 or 8 points. Yeah, 9 points was the largest that they could muster at one time. But anyway, the Pelicans were able to get that thing 120 to 111. Now, DC, let's talk individuals, bro. Which ones? That rebound, bro, 50-plus rebounds.
You already know what I'm going to say. I'll be mashing out on the rebounds, man, because the rebounds to me are an indicator of good defense a lot of times and executing properly to finish a possession. The rebounds are an indicator of when we held Atlanta to 24 and 19 points in the first and the fourth quarter. So that's definitely a stat that stands out. I'm encouraged by free throw shooting. 78%. It ain't like we shot 100%, but y'all know what it is. We've been in the flock for a while now, and we didn't have plenty of 60% days all the way to the Alvin Gentry era. So to see them consistently throughout the preseason shooting pretty much around 80% from free throw line. So as you see, Atlanta didn't do so good from free throw line. So that was something that helped us go ahead and win that game, man. 12 turnovers is great. CJ McCullough, to me, was the person that's kind of in charge of that. I love the way he was running the offense, even though he shot like shit, but he was running the offense pretty good, man, the whole night. Getting good passes in there. Some of them led to assists, other ones didn't, but he just did a good job of executing the offense, and everybody seemed to be running the system pretty good, man, which leads to less turnovers. Shoot, pass, or drive in 0.5, and you do the right thing. The ball ain't really sticking in nobody's hands for you to get sloppy with it and careless. So 58 points in the paint and those 20 fast break points kind of go hand in hand. Anytime we get around 20 fast break points, man, I think we're going to be impossible to beat. We were running. This is what Willie Green wants us to do. The guys got the message tonight. You seen it from BI, came out early, man, who going to have to add another letter to his name because he played BIG, you know what I mean? So he set the tone early, and he was out there running, playing defense, knocking down shots the whole nine, and the whole team just kind of went with it. So rebounds, points in the paint, fast break points, and free throws, bro. 78%. That's what stands out to me.
Yeah.
Can't deny them 33 assists either.
I gotta give that was the rebounds. You're right on the rebounds. You talked about the free throws. They did get that high 78% right there, which was cool. You appreciate they're shooting from the field as well. But Willie likes those assists, even though they had 31, Atlanta did. The Pelicans had 33, and then of course they kept them turnovers down. Only 12 turnovers on the night. And they were able to get the fast break going, and they all with 20 points off the fast break and 58 to 42 in points in the paint. So the Pelicans
Had a lot of encouraging in the team statistics that they do, but ultimately the big one that I like is that they got dub. Anyway, let's move on to
Q,
the
can
individual
you
statistics.
believe, man? We gonna have a team. Well, we got to tell them to not pass the ball so much instead
I
of
know,
pass the ball. They get caught up in overpassing, man. This is wonderful. That's
I
beautiful
know,
problem to have.
I know, I
They so
know.
damn unselfish, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. This is this league this year, and we deserve it. You know, we deserve it after the last several years of anticipation of the Pelicans stepping up and handling the business, and we had to let down. I think this year is what we've been waiting for. I see a dominant team, and with veteran leadership and all the talent that the Pelicans have, this is our year. This is the year where we'll see some really good basketball. Like the marketing department for the Pelicans saying this is the golden era of Pelican basketball. They're not kidding, man. This
Hmm.
really is. All right. So anyway, we're gonna get it going. Individuals, BI, of course, was the man of the hour, man. 19 points for BI coming back in this thing, 19.20 minutes, 7 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, 4 of 5 from the charity stripe, 19 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound for Magnum BI. Did a wonderful job. And then, of course, next behind him, 16 points for a big V. 16 points, 21 minutes, DC, 7 of 12 from the field, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. He finished with a double-double, almost a triple-double for Big V. He had 16 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and a block for him in the matchup. Of course, in the starting lineup, Trigger Trey Murphy in 22 minutes had 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of steals in the matchup as well. You spoke about CJ McCollum, 9 points in 25 minutes. He 3 for 12, still a little rust there. And 2 of 5 from downtown by him, 1 or 2 from the charity stripe, 9 points, 6 assists in a rebound for him, and had a plus 13 on the plus minus for CJ McCollum. 12 from Herb Jones, straight jacket Jones. 12 points in 24 minutes, 5 of 10 from the field for him. He was 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. He finished with 3 rebounds, 1 steal for straight jacket Jones. And of course, we go on to the bench where we've seen a bunch of the Pelican players get an opportunity to contribute in the game, DC. You take a look
Yep.
at some of the things we've seen. 13 points from Najee Marshall in 23 minutes, 6 and 9 from the field. He finished with 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a plus 9.
Now, Najee looking good, man. A lot of people who like to talk about him, and we ain't gonna have much to say, bro. I don't think we're gonna ever see them yellow enforcers again, bro. Najee looked like he done found himself. He knows his role and who he is, and he's become very decisive and very calculated with what he's doing. And he's kind of controlling that. He's got a very up tempo style, man, and he's finding a way to control himself, man, and it's turning into beautiful basketball, in my opinion. When he took that 3-point, I was like, no, yeah, damn, Najee, I know you can make that. He definitely been working on his game, bro. Shout out to that brother. I think they all played good tonight. Honestly, Najee would have been one of the guys I definitely would have highlighted. Got about 3, 4 other guys want to highlight. Obviously, we're gonna start with top dog, BI. I know JV was the player of the game. Shout out to him. 16 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Fire. That was some of the quietest, almost triple-double I've seen, too. Shout out to JV. Real good game from him. But to me, BI was kind of the guy that set the tone, man. And he came out just silky smooth, man. He looked like he ain't never stopped playing ball, which knowing BI, he didn't ever stop playing ball. I mean, he's been away training probably during the times where he's supposed to be vacationing. He gave you 19 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound, light work and a steal. But in the way that he played, man, BI looked like an all NBA player to me, man. All the comparisons to Kevin Durant and all that it's on full display tonight. And I can't even compare him to KD anymore, man. After the more I watch him, he's just Brandon Ingram. He has his own brand of ball. Yes, he can do some type of things like KD, and he is tall like that. But KD's not the playmaker that Brandon Ingram is. Even though he didn't have a gang of assists tonight, just the way that he kind of commands things on the court is very, very good, man. And I think it's gonna go great alongside of CJ McCullough, Zion, Valanciunas, and Herb Jones in that starting lineup. I wish all of them could have played together. But just having BI out there tonight, you see how impactful the team is. So my imagination just gonna have to run wild until Wednesday when he can get out there with Big Z. But other than BI, obviously Valanciunas, give him some credit. Ironically, a guy I wouldn't think just looking at the stats I would mention, so much so I mentioned him when we were talking about the box score. Well, not the box score, but team stats. CJ McCollum, man. He's another guy that just kind of was really, really unselfish, especially to begin the game, and was just setting people up, man. And I knew CJ could be a point guard, but looking at this game, he kind of really showed me that he can really sit back, take a back seat, and set the table, and not have a problem doing that. He went 3 for 12. He only gave you 9 points. He had 6 assists. I think this is a misprint. I believe he had 7. He gave you a steal and a rebound, but a lot of things I saw CJ doing that I like wasn't actually shown in the box score, man. Just the way he was setting guys up, man, and handling that ball and not one single turnover. He kind of set the tone for those turnovers to be 12. Him and BI, that was 2 guys that was handling the ball the most. When the starting lineup was out there, and both of them just really no turnovers, very sharp ball movement, very unselfish, and it just kind of filtered down through the rest of the team. Let's see what we want to talk about next. Next, man, it's my guy Dyson Daniels for me, man. Man, Dice is amazing. I know y'all saw that block, right? Man went all the way up, climbed some trees, and got that block, man, with his left hand. That was crazy. Crazy highlight from Dice. But more than that, man, Dice was guarding, yes, Trae Young. They was putting Dice Daniels on Trae Young, and he was doing a good job. I said, what? Put him out there on Trae, man, and Trae wasn't getting nothing. Then I look at him on another possession. He's guarding goddamn John Collins. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on with Dyson Daniels? And he handling his business too, Q. Family, we got something good in this brother. If not anything for the defense, that's great. But he got some offense to his game too. He gave you 10 points tonight. Did come on 7 shots, made 3 of them. He hit a 3-pointer finally. My dude been plugging away. He finally got one tonight. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, only 1 turnover. Dyson Daniels got a bright future, man. We just scratching the surface with this kid. As we go into the latter years of a guy like CJ McCullough, man, at some point you could very well see that flip-flop and Dyson Daniels be in the starting lineup, family. And we may play CJ off the bench. And I ain't talking about this year. I ain't talking about next year. I ain't talking about maybe even a year after that. But going into the time when it's time to lock him up with an extension, this dude is going to be a bona fide starter for us in the future. And other than him, man, just, shout out to everybody else. You got guys like Larry Nance that did their thing. Sebron definitely showed a few flashes at the end of the game. I like the little and one play he got. He always seems to make a play at the end of the game. Jose Alvarado didn't really get it going scoring wise, but he's Jose, man. He was a pest on defense. He did get 5 assists, and it's kind of changing the pace for the team. Devontae Graham played okay. He didn't really do much. Get that 1 3-pointer, ain't take a lot of shots, but he's out there hustling on D. I mean, you really could look to everybody, man, and point to something positive that they did, So shout out to all the guys, man. Good team win. And I think the Pels have definitely accomplished their goal in the preseason of being able to properly tune up to be ready to play the Brooklyn Nets on Wednesday.
Yep.
Where you at, Big Q? Can't hear you, bro. You might got your mic on.
Man, let me tell you something, man. This was a nice looking win by the Pelicans right here. But yeah, getting ready, man, ramping up to get ready for the Brooklyn Nets matchup that is right around the corner, family. And of course, that's the thing we looking at here. Uh, it's going to be fun. The matchup indicator has Brooklyn winning the matchup 67.4% versus just
Brooklyn in the house.
so we'll be going up to Brooklyn to open the regular season, man. As you can see, this injury report has Zion listed as day-to-day. Of course, Coach Willie said the same thing. Brooklyn, Seth Curry,
Well, he got
Joe
5 days.
Harris.
You think he in week to week, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that'll be pretty cool to see that happen. So the Brooklyn Nets will be an intriguing matchup for the Pels to open up that season. DC, we're looking at the starting lineup right here. Irvin, let's see. Joe Harris is listed as day to day, but some of these guys, we'll see what they look like as we get closer to the
Okay, might play. I was
football
thinking
time.
they wouldn't play, bro. Everybody day to day, they might play.
Kevin Durant sitting up there with Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton, then above the bench, Patty Mills, Royce O'Neal added. TJ Warren is out. And of course, you have Markieff Morris on the squad with Cam Thomas. And so, I mean, they do have some players, but what the Brooklyn Nets look like is not my concern in terms
They
of
got the talent. They got a
getting it
horrible
together.
coach, Big Q.
Yeah, that's the issue. So it's going to be a good challenge to start off the year, no doubt about it, DC. So let's preview Pelicans Nets.
First off, pointing that out so much so I had to cut you off and say that I couldn't believe after what we saw last year, the Brooklyn Nets would keep Steve Nash. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. KD don't want him now. Kyrie don't want him now. I don't know what the hell Ben Simmons feels about him, but at this point, nobody really knows what's going on. He's all over the place talking about Giannis can't shoot and shit. The Brooklyn is just they're dysfunctional, but they're extremely talented. So, they're definitely capable of beating us. We got to go in there with our A game, man, and handle up on Brooklyn. That's right, Joey. They did beat the Bucks tonight. Ben Simmons, I will start with him because I think a lot of people have bashed Ben Simmons, and rightfully so in some aspects, but we can't just wash him away like this dude is a garbage basketball player. That he is not. He's going to be the guy that sets the table for them. He's also a guy that's going to be unselfish on the defensive end. And he's going to be a guy with a matchup that I'm looking forward to seeing because I hope to God they're crazy enough to put him on Zion. I would love to see it. But obviously, KD's their best player. Let's be honest. Don't really have an answer for KD. I don't think anyone does. You just got to kind of go with the motions with him, man, and hope that he goes into his little mental vacations on the court where he disappears from time to time. But the key to this game is going to be the foul line, in my opinion, because you got guys like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. They can rack up a lot of calls, man. It's the foul line and the three-point line, and especially if guys like Joe Harris play and Seth Curry, Patty Mills too. He hit some of them three-point shots. Guys like Cam Thomas is another good player, young guy. A lot of people don't talk about. Thank God TJ Warren ain't playing. That'd just be some more ammunition. And Markieff Morris. They have a pretty solid squad. This is not a walk in the park. And they do have Royce O'Neal, family. Yes, Royce O'Neal, who, for whatever reason, people think can guard BI. So looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully they're crazy enough to put him on BI. But yeah, the key to beating Brooklyn, we gotta control that 3-point line, man, because this team gets to shooting, hitting them 3-point shots, they'll run you out the building. And I don't think it'll be our game to try to go into some 3-point shooting contest with them. We are an improved 3-point shooting team. I think we're going to be really good this year shooting threes, but I don't think that's a game you want to play with Brooklyn to try to outshoot them, honestly. But if we can keep the refs in control, man, not hurt ourselves, keep turnovers down, limit their wide open or easy 3-pointers to lower that percentage, I think the Pelicans come away with a win.
Yeah, I also say the Pelicans get the win against this team, DC, to be honest with you. A lot of people looking at Durant, and I just think that the Pelicans have it on their mind, man. They're going to be prepared and ready to open up the regular season in a big way. You see a lot of excitement around, but a lot of focus too, because it's time, man. You know, remember last year the Pelicans started in the hole, man, and had to spend the rest of the year just chasing from behind, you know, to try to catch up. I think this time around, the Pelicans are going to kind of, you know, they're going to come into it with the focus, the talent's there, and they have a lot of things this year that they simply didn't have. Last year, to start the year, we had a lot of questions. This time around, not so much. The team is totally focused. They don't have a cloud of uncertainty hovering about it. Willie is in his second year of instituting a system that they're totally bought in. BI's got it on his mind, as you see how he played tonight. Zion definitely has it on his mind. And you got several very talented players and first-round picks and undrafted guys that play like first-round picks that's a part of the Pelicans bench. So
Right.
they have a lot of things. Like we talked about, you know, Dyson Daniels, how he looked tonight. And with Dyson Daniels, he's going to get play time simply because Coach Willie he knows that defense earns you
Big
time
Q,
on there.
I hate to stop you, but I just want to say one thing while you brought that up. I want you to notice something from tonight, family, if we didn't already pay attention. Dyson Daniels was closing out games for us with the rest of the guys that were on two-way contracts, right? Well, Dyson Daniels played amazing tonight. And what did Willie Green do? He took him out the game. Now, to me, some people could say, well, he had, the little ankle injury and they want to risk from, not letting him get banged up. That is true. But another aspect of it is Willie Green has decided, in my opinion, that Dyson Daniels will be an active participant in whatever rotation he decides to create. Dyson Daniels will get minutes game one. I don't think they're gonna send him down to Berman or let him get some work with the two-way guys. And I don't think that's gonna happen. I think game one we're gonna see Dyson Daniels get minutes, man. What he does defensively is just way too valuable. And Herb has to eventually get some Gatorade at some point. And you can plug Dyson Daniels right in there and do all the same things as Herb. He's not Herb Jones, obviously, defensively. But my God, he is close. So Dice got minutes, Q.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about it, bro. We already know how you earn minutes on Willie's team. You play defense, and this kid's really good at it, man. He's really comfortable out there, really intelligent. Willie speaks highly of him, and then the fact of the matter is he got a bit of fearlessness in him too. Proper
He
size.
compares him to Herb over and over again. You pay attention to that?
Yeah, I've seen that. That's the thing, man. You got two of these guys like this and this type of ferocity, and they're very talented. They can guard multiple positions. He can be a facilitator for you. And just imagine a off the bench lineup that has Dyson Daniels in the Jose Alvarado in it.
Murphy.
Trey Murphy coming on. I mean, Jackson
Larry
Hayes
Nance.
when he gets healthy. Larry Nance is there. Najee Marshall is playing well. So
Yeah.
this is your bench. This is the bench that you have now that you didn't know what you had last year until we discovered some of these guys and brought them on. So listen, this is a totally different team. They're stacked. The NBA knows that they're in trouble. And the Pelicans this time around starting the season off against this Brooklyn Nets team, which is good. We don't have a cupcake to start the year off. We're on the road against Brooklyn. A lot of people know that Brooklyn can be dangerous if they focus, but so can the Pelicans are for real. We want all the smoke this year. We coming for you. We ain't running from. We coming for you. So anyway,
like that.
We're gonna be looking out for that, man. Starting. So they have it set up here. The matchup predictor has the Pelicans as just under a 33% chance of beating the Brooklyn Nets. That's some BS.
That's all right, Q. I mean, last year, how many games did we look at with the matchup predict? We wasn't getting predicted to win no games. Like according to the matchup
7 of them or something
predicted,
like that.
we were supposed to go like, what was it, like 72 in 10? As far as losses, we should have had 72 losses and 10 wins. Going off the matchup predictor, every goddamn game, bro, they predicting us to lose. So that ain't nothing, man. That's just motivation right there.
Yeah, it's time, man. We got to get this one, man. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun this season, and we started off, family. Coming up on the 19th, 6:30 p.m. Pelicans start the 2022-23 NBA regular season BI against Durantula and of course we got so many excellent players. Big Zion there, Big V coming. I mean, it's just we just overbearing, man. That's just what it is. Just gonna be overbearing on everybody. And of course, like the biggest to all of that with all that star power and all that talent is Willie Green, man. It's Willie Green, what he's doing and how he have a calm over the team, and then the team has a sense of direction behind Coach Green. They are unified with one goal in mind, to get that Pelicans team back into the playoffs in the higher territory. So
they're happy, disciplined, and focused, man. That is a great combination.
Indeed. All right, so with that being said, fam, we're going to get ready to cut out on that. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for joining me in DC on this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report tonight. Remember, we return again. We'll just hit your notification bells, family. We'll be returning soon with a bit of the Pelicans regular season kind of preview. We'll go over that and talk about things heading into the season. We'll go over that. So be looking out for that show coming up soon as well. So it's just great as the NBA season for the Pelicans officially, the preseason that is, officially came to an end as the Pelicans finished the regular season 4-1, and now they are gleefully happy and anxiously heading into a regular season matchup with the Brooklyn Nets. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
So with that being said, fam, we're going to get ready to depart on that. Much love to the flock. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Remember, sharing is caring on the Pelican Postgame Report. Feel free to share the show's links with other diehard Pelican family members. And if you're on Facebook, feel free to share the links on your Facebook page. It helps out the stream. So with that being said, we're going to cut out on that. DC, you are the MVP tonight, bro. You're the MVP tonight, bro, for some more flawless internet. So shout out.
Oh, man. Oh, thank you. Where are you going to send my trophy?
Oh, that's no trophy for that, sir. It's just
all right. That's cool. I thought you might say that. I would gladly accept cash consideration.
All right, there you go. All right, so with that being said, fam, we're going to get out on that. We're going to holler at you on the flip side. Be looking out for us, family, tomorrow morning for TSC Unleashed. We have two interesting stories again for you this week for TSC Unleashed. We got the Daniel Snyder versus Goodell saga we're going to cover. And then the second story we'll cover is, what was it, DC, we was talking about?
You say about something about Kanye West, huh?
Was it Kanye West?
When you going to talk about Kanye West?
Kanye West. What about
his infinite love for Hitler and white people or something?
No, hell no, not that one. That wasn't it. It was something else we was going to talk about.
I don't remember, man.
But we'll get up. But catch up with us on Saturday morning for TSC Unleashed. Go to the Sports Coma and check that out. So we're gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace and blessings, and go Pels.
Go Pels.
The Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel
feel free to check out the pro shops. The link is in the description section below. Remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the pro shop and Who That too. TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.